What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin and I hope that you will consider sticking around and subscribing. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. You know I love you. Okay, so today's video is going to be focused mainly on this eye look. I filmed kind of two videos at once today. So this particular video that you're watching right now is an eyeshadow tutorial focused on the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I'm also going to a Galentine's event tonight. It's February 15th when I'm filming this, so I went really pink with my blush and my lip. So I did throw on this lip at the end of this video as well, but the main focus is this eyeshadow tutorial. So if this lip is too bright for you, don't get scared away by it. We're really focusing on this very versatile, glowy, soft glam eye look today with this palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, I break the whole thing down for you. So let's get into it right now. Okay, hi everybody. Let's get it going. I am very excited for today's video. I've got my birthday mug. It's February, it's birthday month for me. At the time of filming this, I'm 10 days away from turning 30 and I can't stop talking about it or thinking about it. So let's get right into it. We are doing eyes first today. So I'm gonna start by taking a little bit of my concealer and I'm gonna take that on a flat brush and just start carving out underneath my brow. So this is gonna be an eyes only video because I'm gonna do my face with a bunch of like viral products from Sephora that I bought recently. I filmed a little like Ulta and Sephora haul for TikTok. I haven't edited it and posted it yet, but I think probably by the time you're watching this video that will already be up. So if you're interested in seeing the haul, you can go over to my TikTok for that. I feel like I'm trying to get into TikTok and I'm essentially just filming like YouTube content for TikTok. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out like what to actually do on TikTok, but I wanted to do for sure a longer form video of me testing out all of that makeup for YouTube, so that I can really talk about every single product and my thoughts and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do for my face today, and that's why this is an eyes only video, so stay tuned for that. So grabbing some of my P. Louise Rumor 2. I will rarely just use concealer as my primer. I know a lot of people do that, a lot of makeup artists do that. I'm just partial to P. Louise. There's something about like just the little bit of extra grippiness to it that I really like. And I was just thinking to myself, do I or do I not want to use tapes? Like, do I want to do something a little bit more rounded and blown out, or do I want to do something sharp? And the answer is, of course, I do want to use my tapes. Wow, I actually might have done that on the first try. That was pretty good. I'm impressed with myself. All right, let's get into this palette. I'm so excited. So first I'm just gonna take a nice fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Fair, and that's what I'm gonna use to set down my eyeshadow. Forgot to put my cute little hair clips in. I use my pink ones today since it's Galentine's after all. Now, this palette definitely does, the browns definitely lean cool toned, and since this is a Galentine's look, my vision for the lip is literally like bright pink because I'm wearing a bright pink blazer romper type of thing tonight, so I want to do a really nice pop on the lip, which is why I want to keep the eyes very soft glam. But I think instead of going too cool toned, I want to use some of these slightly warmer, slightly pinkier tones in the palette. So I'm going to start with my Sigma E24 Diffused Blend from the Beauty and the Beast collection. Who's on this one? This little guy. He has Lumiere on him. Can you see the little Lumiere? Ah, so freaking cute. So I'm gonna take this, I'm going into the shade Vague, and I'm gonna tap that into the outer corner to start. I like a brush like this because it's fluffy, but it's also, it's not rounded, it's like a little flat. So it's really good for packing and blending like in the same step. So packing that in the outer corner, and then once I've gotten the majority of that pigment off, I'm gonna use the top of the brush and start to blend it up through my crease. Then I'm gonna come down into the shade Wit. I'm gonna take that on my Sigma E40. So this one is a little bit more rounded, and I'm gonna use that to just blend up a little bit further. Side note, see that little baby girl back there? It's her birthday today and she's 4 years old. She's also sleeping and ignoring me. But it's her birthday. We're both February babies. My little Galentine's girl. Okay, next taking a little bit, just a little bit more of my P. Louise. And I'm gonna grab that on my Real Techniques Expert Concealer brush that desperately needs to be washed. But I love this little brush. I have a bunch in my pro kit and it's so just like multifaceted. I honestly wanna buy like 10 more. But I'm gonna use this just to lightly lightly tap that P. Louise primer all over my lid. This is gonna provide a base for where we're gonna put down the shimmer, and this helps me give that soft cut crease effect. I really love doing this both on myself and on my clients. It's become part of my just signature look all around, my signature makeup style. It just makes so much of a difference in the brightness and the longevity of the shimmers on the lid. So don't skip that step. I love it. So now I'm thinking we go in with the shade Muse. Muse? What? Muse right here in the center of the palette. I'm gonna grab it on my finger to start because I don't have nails right now, so it'll be pretty easy. And I'm gonna tap that right over top. Look at how beautiful that is. Although I'm wanting maybe like a little more opacity from that. But there we go, there it is. Okay, I just need a little more. So I'm just gonna tap this. I'm not being super neat about it. Just slap it on there with your finger, and then we'll be a little bit more precise like through the crease and stuff with a brush in a second. Okay, so like I said, after I get the majority of that on there, I just like to grab a brush. This is a Sigma E55, and I'll grab some of that shadow onto my brush and just work over top of where we just laid that shimmer down and get a little bit more precise up into the crease. I'm just trying to like get into the crevices, you know, and make sure that we have some decently precise placement, even though we're not going for a super sharp cut crease or anything like that. Grabbing a little bit more of that shade Vague on the same brush we were using earlier, just tapping that back in. I like to really make sure my shimmer and my like matte shade in the outer corner are really well blended together so there's not any harsh lines. So even though I said I wanted this look to be very soft and light, which I feel like we are achieving right now, we're using the tapes, right? So I want to make sure that we have something here in the outer corner that's like still a little smoky, so that when we take those tapes off and you see that precision, there's like a depth to the color that really like emphasizes that. I hope that makes sense. So I am going to take a Sigma E42 and I'm going to come into the shade Silhouette. And this brush is literally called a Precision Firm blending brush, and that's exactly what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to take this to just lightly start working in the very outer corner for some depth and a touch of smokiness. And I think this is really just going to pull the whole thing together. I've been doing something like this a lot on my brides recently. For my girls who want something like a little bit elevated, a little bit sexy and smoky, but still very soft and wearable, and they don't want a super harsh wing or like too much on their eyes, but they still want that elevated bridal glam look. I've been finding that my clients really like something like this. I've been having so much fun lately creating looks on my clients. I just feel like I'm finally at the point where I'm finding the right people are finding me, and we're just vibing, you know, and we're just coming up with some great looks together. So I'm very excited about that. I really am. It feels really good to finally feel like, you know, after 5 years of pursuing this, I'm in year 6. It feels really good to feel like I'm finally catching a groove and like finding myself as an artist. Anyway, okay, so honestly, I think that's as far as I want to go. Do I want to? There's this like really pretty color down here called Sheen. I'm just gonna get some on my finger. Oh, that's really gorgeous. Okay. So taking this color Sheen, I just was feeling like I wanted to amp up the lid a little bit. Wow, honestly, it does not look that impressive just looking at it. Like this looks like it would be a lot more impressive than this, but this is stunning. I said I wasn't going to put this palette in my kit and I was going to keep it for myself, but oh my gosh, it's so good for bridal. I might have to buy a second one because I had both the Glam palette and the bronze palette originally for myself. I depotted both of them and put them in my kit, and I really wish I didn't take them apart and throw away the packaging so that I could also, not that I can't use it on myself, but I like depotted them and I rearranged them. It would just be annoying to film with them now, and I wish I didn't do that. Okay, time for the fun part. Take the tapes off. Yum, love it. Never get tired of this part. Okay, as always, gonna take a makeup wipe and just clean up underneath. Those shimmers are pretty glittery, TBH. So if you don't want that getting all in your face makeup, you're definitely gonna have to wipe. Okay friends, I'm gonna go do my face makeup. I'm gonna film my testing viral Sephora. I don't know why I'm going like this, but I just feel like that's a common video title that I see, testing viral makeup. But I'm gonna go film that other video, come back with my face done. We'll finish up the eyes. We'll do our fun pop of color for the bright pink lip, and then we'll be done. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay. I'm back with my makeup done, most of the rest of my makeup done. This is one of the Patrick Ta blushes. It's a little much for me, but that's okay. We're working with it. So let's finish off the eyes. I'm undecided if I want to put any eyeshadow underneath, so we're gonna put lashes on first and then decide. So these lashes are from Kiss. This is the Muses collection from their Lash Couture line, and this is the name. I'm not even gonna try to say that name because I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but I've seen a couple makeup artists talk about this style in particular. Like they use it on their clients, and I love Kiss lashes, so I wanted to try a pair for myself. I really love a good like rounded fluffy lash too, so I just think this is a really good style for like what I normally go for lashes on myself anyway. I'm gonna pop these on off of camera just to save some time, and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I really like these. These are beautiful. I see why everybody loves them. Gorge. Okay, so now what do we want to do? So I do think I am going to leave the lower lash line bare just because we're going to do a bold lip, and this blush is kind of a lot for me. So I think we're gonna not do anything more to the eyes. So I'm gonna take my Ilia mascara. I was just using this in the testing products from Sephora video that I just filmed, and I'm just gonna comb through my lower lash line with this, and I think that'll be it for the eyes. Okay friends, I think it's time for a lip. Like I said, I'm wearing like a hot pink little romper thing for this Galentine's, so I want to do a nice bright lip to match. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade I Heart This. I have a sharpener in here, yes. Okay, I'm gonna line my lips with this. Okay, this is a lot. Next, I'm gonna go over top with this shade right here from ColourPop. I thought I had the matching lipstick to this lip liner. I don't think I do, but this is the shade Full Stop. Okay. You know, I'm feeling like this is kind of a lot for me. I mean, this is very different between this blush color and this lip color. It's very different from just like my go-to makeup style, if that makes sense. It's a lot more pinky. I normally don't go like this pink with my makeup, so I think that that is throwing me off a little bit. But I was going for a pinky look like this, like blushy and bright and stuff, but I think it's just a little out of my comfort zone. But anyway, that's the end. If you are still with me, thank you for staying till the end. That is going to be it for this tutorial. And the nice thing is this eye look is so versatile that if you don't want to pair it with a bright lip or a bright blush, you can really tone those two things back, and you can still do the eye and have a completely different look, especially if you did more of a nude lip, if you did more of a neutral blush instead of a pinky blush. Like there's ways that you can manipulate this makeup look to be what you want if you like this eye tutorial. So just keep that in mind when you're watching tutorials. You might look at this look right now and be like, I would never wear that makeup because I don't like the blush or the lip. A little bit how I'm feeling right now, to be honest, but the focus of this video was obviously the eyes. So that's what I want you to take away from this. If you have made it this far, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Both of those things really help me out in the YouTube algorithm, so I really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am at glambydevyng over there. Also at glambydevyng on TikTok. I would say TikTok is where I struggle the most, so don't expect too much out of me over there for right now, but we're working on it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Mwah. Love you. Bye.